Hello everyone and welcome back to Rick's Garage. Today we're going to modify Miss Vicky's front clip.
Say hello to the bad side. My emotion is flatline. Hungry demon, what I'm seeing is snack time. When I rush in the grab, I better run from the path line.
Before we jump into today's episode, you may or may not have noticed I've got myself a new hat. Now this awesome piece of gear comes courtesy of a great company called Educ8d Gifted. It's a premium snapback hat that comes beautifully embroidered with the Educ8d Gifted logo, and it's available in two different styles, both in a wide range of great color combos. Now if hats aren't your thing, Educ8d Gifted also has a full line of tees and tank tops available for both men and women. So check out everything that they have to offer on their website, and be sure to follow them on Instagram to show a local Canadian company some love. Have you ever looked at your 10th gen Civic and thought to yourself,
I'd like to take his face off?
Well, that's exactly what happened last episode when I pulled the front bumper and grille assembly from the car. They originally came off to access the intercooler, but now that the whole thing's on the bench, it gives me the perfect opportunity to make some improvements. One of the things that was included in the HFP kit I got back in episode 5 was a really cool red chin spoiler. The guys at Marv Jones Honda even included a copy of Honda's official instructions and adhesive templates. Now before that gets installed, we're going to swap out the factory grille for an open mesh Honeycomb one. Now some folks say that it's a Type R knockoff, and I can see why, but not only is it nicer looking than the factory one, but it also reportedly improves cooling because of its wide open design. The grille assembly is made up of 3 pieces. The main grille and the 2 eyebrow pieces. Let's swing in and take a closer look on how they separate from the bumper. You'll notice that I've already removed the one eyebrow molding from the one side of the grille. The other side's still on. I don't know, it might be different on your car, but this one, the clips were super difficult to remove. So we're going to get a close-up of this one so you guys can see exactly how the clips go in so that you can avoid breaking anything when you do your own. Okay, so I found the easiest way is to actually push the eyebrow molding in, get a very small flathead screwdriver up in behind the clip, pop it all the way, and it just pops right out. To take off the grille, we're going to remove the 8 Phillips head screws down here on the bottom, and then there's 8 clips holding it on top. What I'd recommend is keeping a couple of screws partially fastened will prevent the grille from falling out and getting scratched. Speaking of things getting scratched, the other reason I was being so careful with the eyebrow trim last episode was because the ones that came from eBay were wrapped very poorly and showed up scuffed and scratched. Even after the company sent me new eyebrows, the replacements were packaged as well as the first set, so I ended up just reusing the factory ones. As with most aftermarket grills, this one came without an emblem. Now, instead of reusing the boring factory chrome one, I ordered some cool red background Honda H's. Now again, some may say I'm trying to copy the Type R, but I think the red badge just suits the car much better. To prep the grille for the new emblem, I lightly scuffed the area with sandpaper. Then after cleaning off any dust or oils, I applied some 3M foam tape and pressed the emblem into place. Now be aware, the curve of the grille may not match the curve of the emblem, so if it gets stuck down under tension, 3M tape can actually separate the material of the emblem itself. The install of the grille is the exact reverse of disassembly, and now that the upper portion of the front clip is done, let's move down to the chin spoiler. The first step is to remove the factory air spoiler. There's 10 wing clips that hold it in. Once that's gone, there's a couple of small sections that get cut out from the bumper. It's hard to see from here, but there's an outline formed into the plastic where you need to cut. Using the provided template, I made 3 pilot holes using push pins. I repeated on the passenger side and laid the bumper down on the bench. So the instructions say that the push pin marks that you made from the inside of the bumper need to be opened up to a 10mm hole. What I did is use my step bit to a 7/16 sizing, which is basically 11mm, so close enough. I've opened up these holes, which have also doubled as alignment marks for these templates, and these are going to be where the primer or adhesion promoter are going to be applied to the bumper in order to ensure a good bond between the bumper and the actual chin spoiler. So I'm going to apply the primer, wait 10 minutes for it to dry, and then take the chin spoiler and attach it to the bumper. To reinstall the front clip, check out the first half of last episode in case you missed it. Just follow all the steps, but in reverse. Now it is possible to do it by yourself, but another set of hands makes the job so much easier. Wow, talk about a transformation with that new grille. Also, even though it's just a small strip, the red chin spoiler sure gives some definition and pop to that front bumper. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications so you don't miss anything left in Phase 3 of Miss Vicky's transformation. I want to thank Educ8d and Gifted again for the fantastic gear, and as always, thank you all very much for watching.